on right now
Very
here
true.
against Inconceivable.
Yep.
And, you know, I don't know how these game types are going to benefit or favor each different team with all these teams being so new. This is really a lot of the first showings on LAN with these teams where we're going to be able to figure out who excels on what maps and game types.
All right, and let's see this opening strat. It looks like Trippy actually already killed L-Town. He shot the barrel and already killed him, so they're already a guy down as they go for this overshield. Trippy burns it. He knows that he needs to get that because, well, he already killed his teammate, and now that's all four dead for this Luminosity gaming roster. Not the way you want to start out a match.
Yeah, that's about the worst possible start that you can hope for. The only thing that kind of worked out in their favor is that they did get that overshield burn. Now, only one stronghold for each team, so it looks like all of EG neglected blue base and immediately went for the hit. Now we'll see if it works out in their favor. It looks like it will, as they do pick up a reset bottom mid and going to be the first one to start putting points on the board. And take a look at that goes. All four members down here for Luminosity, all four up for EG. Now they're going to be able to collapse on the spawns.
And it looks like Lunchbox still has a little bit of that overshield left as he's still moving around the map. They obviously only have 2 kills right now, but it's all he needs to start capping points. Isn't that right, Kyle?
That's exactly correct, because now we have a triple cap here out of Evil Geniuses. Overall kill count, 12-1 Ghost.
And we're going to, give a little gold rec pack shout out. Envious98, enter that in at halo.gg for a free gold rec pack in-game in Halo 5. Obviously, they just took down Street in the last series. Amazing series at that. But L-Town now cleaning up Devonator bottom middle as we come back on board into this series.
I think that was almost more than a cleanup. That was kind of a outplay here coming from L-Town. I thought for sure he should have had that kill. So now we are still looking at Devonator. Grabs yet another kill. LG not able to put any kind of points or get control here. Now, I think they've captured 2 strongholds so far this game, maybe 3 altogether, but it was just one at a time and taking away the triple cap here from Evil Geniuses. Now, Trippy getting caught off guard. Looks like the collapse is starting to come in here. Devonator needs to be waiting for some help. Now, they didn't need to be too aggressive there, but they went ahead and lost both side bases, so this is actually pretty good play coming out of LG now as we are seeing them finally get some points.
Yeah, and I think that was a little bit weird. Kind of just sitting at one position, trying to make something happen out of nothing. And now Roy getting 2 AR kills. And it's a little bit weird for me, Kyle. I just have to point that out. Where's my point? He goes to the BR, he goes to the pistol shots. So to see those 2 AR kills bottom mid. Enemies in blue platform.
And let's just point out what happened at Overshield. A great play by Victory X, actually making them burn that. He was in a 2v1 situation. That Overshield player did not have to push on that immediately, and Victory X challenged, had a perfect grenade, actually made them burn that once again. So good heads-up play from Victory X.
And we saw Lunchbox trying to do a little bit too much. Gets cleaned up bottom middle. Now his twin brother Roy almost gets outshot, but thankfully did not, as he puts a good couple shots down on L-Town. And now Devonator trying to get some damage, but again, just a little bit of pressure. No reset comes in just yet. And they capture it. Huge kills by Ninja.
Great shots coming out of Ninja there to secure both those kills. He could have easily been taken out and lost that first fight. And now we're seeing Luminosity show some life. They've got a triple cap. The EG's coming off spawn over here towards red base now. They will be able to go ahead and secure that. They need to make sure they do not just overcommit to trying to get to this stronghold here and just give control back over to EG.
And Trippy already knew. He saw one teammate dead. He knew that he needed to play defense. EG is extremely good at kind of respawning, coming off the spawn and just trying to make something happen. But again, it looks like it's just back and forth, Kyle, as now Evil Geniuses takes 2 hills to 1, and they are in the lead, 49-21. And
Blue window is under fire.
And look at this, all 3 captures once again going in their favor. Looks like the spawns for Luminosity are primarily coming off a tower here. This is a perfect position to be in. This is exactly what you want to happen here. Lunchbox call for a ground pound. Haven't been able to see many of those connect here so far today, but 60-21. We got a 40-point lead here. But finally, Luminosity trying to do what they can. They will go ahead and get bottom pit and side base here over at Blue. So pretty good job. Although 3 members get taken out once again, they're not able to maintain any kind of control here.
But the overshield is coming up. Not sure which team is more aware of that right now. It looks like Lunchbox and Devonator are trying to make a play for it. So let's see if, I think it's going to be Trippy. No, L-Town is the guy that grabs the overshield. We're going to hop on board with him as he is going to make a move. Oh, no, he grabs the ammo.
Overshield just went over to Devonator here just now.
Wow,
Evil
that came in
Genius.
late.
Yeah, so kind of flip sides of the map there, but Camo coming into the base, gets some good AR shots. Nice thrust backwards. We'll go ahead and pick up that kill on Contra and grab a reset.
Big camo grab by L-Town, and Also, overshield grab by Devastator, though, as he gets taken down by Ninja. Some solid teamwork now as L-Town trying to get that reset, goes for the barrel shot, but gets help from Victory X. You know how reliable it is.
Right.
Great team.
And this is a great comeback we're seeing from Luminosity. I want to hear what the communication is like, so let's go ahead and do a listen in here with Luminosity Gaming.
Hostiles captured red base.
Got tower or something? I'm red band. Another guy with red band, two more. Red sticky, red tower, two guys with band. Top tower? Yeah, red sticky, two red sticky.
20-point run.
I just want to end this clear. I got one. Two more shots. I got one. Go right, push. No one get back. I'll stay here. Got him. Nice, straight. I'm pushing.
Get the turbine.
I just want tower, dude.
You guys need to go turbine.
They're blue.
Captured red base.
I'm here, red sticky.
Total control.
Got blue sticky.
Yeah, we got a little.
Another cross, bro.
Hostiles captured blue base.
In front of top tower, bottom tower. One in the turbine, dude. You guys have me.
Top tower.
Top tower, dude. Where's it?
They're back. They're good. Red pit, you red card. Someone get in.
Your team scored.
All right, you can hear the communication coming out of Luminosity there as they're making this comeback. We may see this game tied up here in just a moment as a brief triple cap is coming out. Now it is Evil Geniuses answering back, of course, just trading those side bases, something we see so often here on Empire Strongholds. And as soon as those numbers advantage start coming out, we'll see who's able to start trying to close this one. Now, Plasma Pistol, you did see that. It's in the hands of Evil Geniuses on the outside of the map. L-Town, I really like this, just hiding around, waiting to make moves.
There's the overshield. He gets this, and he does land it, but not enough to get the kill. He does put down some great damage, but it's 3 down for that LG roster, and now I think 2 down for the EG, so we'll see what happens. Ninja trying to make something happen right here. He's sneaking, he's getting the AR shots down, but a great noob combo by Lunchbox. Does he get the second one? He does! Huge double kill by Lunch. Don't go for the triple. No. All right, almost.
Yeah, but I mean, that was a 3v2 or 3v1.5 situation as his brother Roy was a little late to that party, but still, that was a triple cap the entire time. Lunchbox going beast mode here, locking this one down, not missing any shots as the EG collapse comes in. 89 points with 3 dead. A triple cap here. This time's going to go so quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Luminosity spawning over here in tower. They're immediately trying to push out, get to one of these side bases, but already 95 points as he gets perfected on Trippy from Lunchbox. Still has that plasma pistol. That's going to be all she wrote here for game number 1. No way they can capture this hill. Let's go ahead and take a look. Evil Genius is taking a lead here in the series. Oh, and heavily outslaying the likes of Luminosity. 59-30 now.
And I have to point out, Towie went in for a little fist bump right there. Little towel. I saw you going for that fist bump to Lunchbox, and Lunchbox ferociously hit him. And it's rare when you see that type of intensity coming from the box himself. So maybe he's feeling a little bit better today.
All right, we'll go take a look at the KDA here between these teams. Contra having a monster game. This lineup, the aggression that comes out of Lunchbox and Roy, and of course Contra's duo, Predevinator, really opens up the board for Contra to pick up and put down some heavy slays. Predevinator, you know, sort of acting as maybe a support player or so. He's sitting at 16 assists, which is a lot to see in Halo 5. And of course, like we said, slays heavily going in favor of Evil Geniuses. Luminosity, that could have been their game. Now, lots of times they broke setups and got triple caps, but you know, maybe they should have been going for the triple caps because their execution on holding setups was not the same level as Evil Geniuses.
And the other thing I want to point out is just a couple things. We saw L-Town at the beginning of the game fall victim to Trippy's team kill. I think he shot the barrel or some sort, so that just started off the game in a very bad state. Not to mention, we did see, I think Trippy kind of desperate for the overshield. He burned it at the initial start of the game, but I don't know if they grabbed the overshield thereafter. It looks like we saw 2 more power-up pickups come from the Luminosity Gaming. That was L-Town grabbing the camo both times, but that did not make enough of a difference, it looks like. So, yeah, big props to Towie and his team, but we just got an update from the floor, Kyle.
Yeah, it looks like Inconceivable is able to come out ahead of Allegiance here, 3-1. So Inconceivable making a run. Not like anyone was surprised by this, but Allegiance was that other team that everyone was so fearful of. Team that just looks so good on paper. Now, Game number 4 was Strongholds on the rig, and that score was 100-34 in favor of Inconceivable.
Wow, pretty commanding one. Oh wait, that was actually game 5. Or are we missed?
No, there's definitely a
no, it was a game 4 because we watched it in the series layout. Yeah, we just saw this. Yeah, it's definitely game 4. All right, so that being said, we did see them win that series. So now we're going to hop back on over to the main stage, looking at this Luminosity roster. It looks like Ninja trying to take a little bit of the team captain role, kind of instill some insight into Cameron Thurlax and Victory X over there on the far right of your screen in the back, just somberly looking like Ben Affleck. Or Sad Affleck. But L-Town, Trippy, both of these guys are extremely good players. We know that they can bounce back at any moment, so we'll have to see what they can do in the next game, game number 2. But, hey, Evil Genius roster finally showed up to play today. We know that they had a little bit of a shaky start yesterday, a little bit of some rough patches for them with this newly found roster, right, this newly formed roster. But, yeah, it looks like they actually had what it takes to edge out this first win, which is it's a very big deal for them. I know that they had some low morale points yesterday, so huge win for them.
And now we just watched some of those replays there. L-Town, going for that ground pound with the camo. How do you feel about that play? I mean, is that an effective use of camo, or would you like to see that played out a little differently?
I mean, I think you're asking that because you already know the answer to that, Kyle. I think that I would.
I have
play
an
that.
opinion.
I think that I would play that a little bit differently, especially since playing against the straight ripping team back in the day. I always was very fond of backsmacking Mr. Too Legit himself because he would go full tilt and trigger your whole team, and then we would win. So that being said, I like to think that given the overshield, the old backsmack would help out with winning some of those games. But hey, you never know.
Now on the straight lineup, how many times did you guys beat us?
Oh man, I can't even count.
I remember one for
it
sure.
Was, too many to count.
Yeah, okay. I bet you could count it on one hand or one finger.
All right, and anyways, into this next game, Devonator moving on. We're going to see what he does over here in this observer mode. We're going to see as this breakout start happens. He's seeing if there's anyone on Rocket side peeking around. He gets spotted. No, he doesn't. Trippy actually trying to put shots across the map. Does not see that player. Now Victory X trying to do his best with the battle rifle. L-Town grabbed the sniper. It looks like Devonator putting in some good moves and somehow got the sniper back in his hands.
Yeah, I was going to switch over to L-Town there, but I saw he was just taken out. There's a haircut coming out of Devonator. Look at this setup. 3 members down by Grash. You can just see how many angles you can get from down here. Now quickly trying to get back up to top control, finding those angles, get that height advantage here over the enemy team. Ooh, takes a lot of damage there with that carbine. They have sniper and rockets in the favor of EG.
Oh my God. They are just on a clinic right now. It is unbelievable what Devin is doing with the sniper. He's moving around the map extremely effectively, just rotating, blocking spots, helping out his teammates. Look at this aggressive play right here. I don't know if I agree with it. He's getting shot from the back. It looks like there was a player on the red team. Yes, they did spawn in the red base, and now it looks like it's 2 down for EG. I don't know if that was the play right there. This collapse is a little bit questionable.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, it kind of worked out, but not really, and now it definitely didn't work out as Rockets go down, and you've got Luminosity 8-9 after EG had Rocket, Sniper, had numbers advantage, had a collapse started, and then blew 5 kills.
Yeah, that was a little bit questionable. Roy, you gotta watch out for the rocket launcher. Ninja is coming in hot with it. He only has 1 shot left, but he's hearing a call out. Misses the rocket, unfortunately. Bucket rocket, but now slams down on Contra. I know Contra is not a fan of that ground pound, so we'll see if Contra.
Yeah, Contra's definitely mad now. Great snipe shot. Now, L-Town does get taken out, but he just created a huge opportunity. 13-11 lead already here now for Luminosity. This was not what I was expecting after the beginning strategy there. As you see that grenade come in, so clearly there's a player over here for top Rockets. He hits the body shot. He's got help coming out. He's still being a distraction for his team, dodging all these grenades.
No!
Hits the stick!
He hits the stick on Fox. He's got to be salty.
Ninja is on fire right now. He does not want to lose to his ex-teammates here.
Unbelievable play, and it looks like they almost got the Rockets in their hand. I don't know who's in control of them. It looks like Contra on Evil Geniuses is actually in control of them. So now Victory X is pushing over to the snipe side. We're going to hop on board now with Contra.
Yeah, we are looking at Contra. He's where Ninja was originally here. He's still got 3 rockets left. Player hiding back of the base. Perfect rocket. Takes out Trippy. Still got plenty of shields to push out of the base. He's got to be careful about sprinting, though. Just delayed those shields from recharging, but not going to be too much of a deal because they do go ahead and come back. Wow, that rocket didn't kill that player. Victory X picks up the kill with the plasma rifle on the Contra, who had rockets. What an amazing job from Luminosity, especially Victory X there. That is not a battle that you win.
Wow.
9 out of 10 times, or actually 10 out of 10 times, you should be losing that one.
Oh yeah, great shots by Lunchbox. And now watch him rotate across the map. He knows that there's 2 down from the Luminosity roster, and then he can freely move around without getting shot. Great teamwork. The Brown brothers coming in. Roy and Lunchbox putting great shots on L-Town. They are collapsing on the red base, and it looks like Box has more health. Victory goes down. Ninja now stuck in the corner all by himself. Him and Victory trying to make a push, but unfortunately gets cleaned up. They need to stop the bleeding. This Luminosity roster needs to wait for their team to respawn.
Yeah, and this is a scary moment because Roy's got the sniper rifle. He did spot a player. We're just waiting for him to peek out. We'll see if he eventually does. Looks like he might have pushed over towards sniper ramp there, so not going to be the angle that you find here currently. You've seen that kill feed. 2 members go down. Only a 3-kill here lead for Evil Geniuses, and they are completely split up, but surrounding red side of the map.
Yeah, and Roy obviously has a sniper, but also has a DMR, so he could be deadly at range and up close. We know that the DMR does possess the 2-shot beatdown functionality, but unfortunately Roy gets cleaned up by Ninja.
Ooh, and then we have Lunchbox here on the screen as he just gets sniped by Ninja as well. As you can see on your kill feed there, KDA 1.07 here versus all players is 1 even here. And of course you take a look at his average damage as well. He's still putting a lot of damage down on these 2 players, but he's getting triple teamed, I think. Oh, maybe that's just a double team here, but takes both those players, no shields, almost stays alive, but Victory X comes in and cleans that one up. I
was just going to say, this game is next to neck.
Oh, and Ghost, you were looking away at the wrong time. Ninja just ripped Heavenator's face. But no, Roy hiding below him. Ninja doesn't spot him on radar, and that sniper's going back over in hands of Roy.
All right, well, next time someone has a snipe, just don't look at me like that.
I was distracting you.
It's all right. Anyways, Roy now has the sniper. Only 2 bullets left in this thing, though. And he's going to need to make some slight work because they are down by, I guess, they're tied now. Excuse me, Roy. Thank you for correcting me. And he's putting in, there's the shots that we know
Well,
about.
there's crispy.
Boy, baby. Hitting them shots.
Yeah, crispy shots. But still, somehow, after doing all that, down by 2. Make that only down by 1 is kind of maybe a questionable challenge here coming out. Your teammate, I don't know about that one, gives up rockets. Now it's like Roy was out of sniper, I believe, so he just dropped that, and Roy just being a monster.
He's not missing.
He still got damage there. He's going to pick up another system. His teammates can clean that one up. Still down by 1. They've had rocket, they've had sniper. Not sure what's happening here, but Luminosity staying in this one till the end.
I gotta say, I got some chills going on, you know, seeing those shots, seeing Roy kind of get back into power with that pistol, finish off some good kills. There's something about watching this guy shoot that, you know, it's so damn impressive. So to see him have this type of effect on this Luminosity roster, I gotta say,
Weapon pad in 10
All right, now we'll
seconds.
see when Roy decides to actually fire this rocket. He gets flanked from 2 different angles. That rocket does not connect. He gets taken out. 35-32 lead here now as Lunchbox does pick up and finish that kill onto Trippy here. We're going to go on board with Ninja. He's having a pretty spectacular game so far. He is 13-8 right now, the most positive one here in the game currently. Roy, on the other hand, also doing work, 12-7 coming out of him.
Now, what I'm a little bit concerned about is I think that LG, they need to figure out how to finish this game. Right now, they're kind of, you know, all around the map, spaced out. I know they're trying to get some kills, but it just looks like their teamwork is too much! Ninja misses that last headshot, unfortunately for him. He was trying to whip for it, and Contra does get that final headshot on him. But it looks like they are now closing the gap. Only 2 kills differential between these 2 teams. It is getting to the wire.
All right, now, Luminosity, they need to focus on controlling Blue Blaze here because I'm pretty sure Rockets and Sniper were down. Roy, of course, finding those Rockets here already. You can also take a look at his stats, pretty impressive. 1.18 KD here for him as he's going to make that even higher, picking up 2 kills. Clutch double kill to tie this one up, but he does get taken out, so we are still tied. This is so neck and neck. Really, Roy and Ninja just going off between the 2 of them.
Yeah, Roy is 14-9 right now, and it looks like there is no stopping him. He's hitting pretty much every shot that he's putting on a guy, so I'd watch out. You know, if you see Roy on the other end of your spectrum, I'd say you might want to back off a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, just over 4.5 minutes to play. But, of course, in these Team Slayers, I think I mentioned it earlier, if it is tied, it does go into overshield. Still an extra 3 minutes there on the clock here. Whoever gets this first kill is going to be a big deciding factor here as Roy gets melted off of top pyramid there. So 43-42, finally taking a lead here back over to Luminosity. We're coming down to the wire. Last 10 kills of the game. Victory X, I really like that play, but I was not expecting the guy hiding in cave to pop out and put those extra shots down. So that was a great job. Things that don't show up in the stats that affect the outcome of a game.
Not to mention Contra in front of their silver, for him to be in that perfect position to get that cleanup kill. I mean, they're up by one kill now. So, and the rockets are coming up. It looks like there is a nade ready to try and blow the rockets over. Unless someone must have missed that Halo combo. He's all metal. Oh, look at that little cheeky guy hanging out over the silver. Another plasma nade goes up, and that is clearly just to try and help out a teammate, not trying to nade the weapon. As now Contra is trying to secure the rockets with his duo Devonator, and it looks like Devin was able to grab those rockets.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be Sniper still in the hands of Contra. Rockets in the hands of Predeminator with a 1-kill lead. So if Evil Geniuses loses this game, that is absolutely them choking.
Yeah, you know, it could definitely happen. And it looks like the LG roster is trying to do their best to stay alive. But Ninja just pushed up top rockets by himself. He didn't have any help at all. I don't know what that was.
Yeah, that was not what you want to see here in this situation. There is no room for mistakes or any kind of errors at this point. And
that's it.
We may not even see them get another kill as Trippy was taking no shields. They do go ahead and grab one more, but Evil Geniuses closing out that game number 2, and really impressive performance overall. So Evil Geniuses coming out strong, taking that lead 2-0. And we saw Luminosity. They were almost kind of struggling a little bit against Panda Gaming. So clearly, yeah, Evil Geniuses is one of those, you know, maybe tier 2 level teams, not exactly that Optic or Envy level, but right behind them. And of course, now we're seeing the other teams here. Evil Geniuses, Liquid, Straight Rippin', starting to make a run. I think pretty much maybe every one of these rosters has improved since the fall season. So we're just going to see that skill gap close even more.
But I think they could have still won that game. Luminosity Gaming, they didn't have rockets, they didn't have sniper. But they also didn't have the lead on their side either. They were down by 1. But I still think it's a big point. When I was looking across the screens of the Luminosity roster at the end of the game, it looked like everyone except for Ninja was kind of camping at red, waiting for something to happen, waiting for someone else on the EG squad to make a mistake. And I don't know if it was a miscommunication or what, but Ninja pushed top rockets by himself, got cleaned up, and by just giving away that one death, it propelled EG up to 49-47. And EG, we all know Roy and Lunchbox, Guardian Team Slayer, they kind of coined, you know, that get a kill and fly over to the other side of the base. And here they were in Coliseum. They were full-on aggressive, and they logged that last kill. I think it was on L-Town. Ended up winning the game. So maybe we could have seen something different. I know they did have sniper and rockets, but still something to note.
Yeah, I mean, I really wish we didn't see Ninja go up to that top rockets there. You know, he was playing so well all game, and then makes a crucial mistake that really goes back to hurt them a little bit. So let's take a look at some of the replays here from this game, and we'll see, I'm sure, how well Ninja was playing throughout. That ground pound on Contra, you know, almost solidified them the game, because that is, you know, Contra's one of those players that can really get affected by something like that. And then, of course, that plasma stick was pretty amazing as well.
And then hits the sniper. I mean, this guy was going off. And you hate to see that after all those amazing efforts by Ninja.
And this could have been the game, too.
That's why, right there. If he hit that headshot, that could have been game.
Yeah, because I think they would have gotten more of the weapon control. Rockets and Sniper ended up going down there, and I think that was the same set of rockets we were just watching out of Roy, who grabs a double kill, and they lost by 2 kills. So they let so many opportunities just squeak by, and that is, you know, just kind of showing the experience and the veteranness of this Evil Geniuses squad being able to come out and secure that one.
And something that I also want to point out is that time they had a fair start. You know, there was no exploding barrel that killed L-Town. It was a completely fair start, and not that the first one wasn't. Obviously, that was a trippy issue, but regardless, just seeing them have, you know, full composure going into that game too, and just squeaking out a loss right at the end, because, you know, whether it was a misplay or a missed shot, whatever it is that it kind of falls down to, it was unfortunate to see them not get that second game win. So moving on to game number 3, I believe we are going to go to Truth Capture the Flag, if my memory serves me right.
I believe, yeah. And that is going to be what we're looking at here now.
So that being said, any predictions, Kyle, for Truth Capture the Flag, either team?
I honestly haven't watched Evil Geniuses play Truth Capture the Flag yet.
Okay.
So I'm actually really curious and excited to watch this game. I think this Luminosity squad, if they have a chance, obviously they need to make it happen now. And in order to pull this one out, it's going to be a reverse sweep that we need to see. And after coming out of a game 2 where it's such a close game that you get edged out on, it is such a demoralizing demoralizing loss, thinking, okay, now we should have been tied up 1-1. Now, literally, we can't make any more mistakes.
Yeah, and I mean, we've seen Ninja pull off some crazy stuff. I know the rest of the guys have as well. So it's going to be a very big comeback in a very big way if it's possible. But I will say, from watching Evil Geniuses yesterday, there is a chance. There is a chance for Luminosity to do this. And I hate to say that, but after watching yesterday, Evil Geniuses match, it looked like that Roy and Lunch are on one side of the coin and Contra and Demo are on the other, and they never really crossed paths in some of these games. We saw, I think I was casting with Squared when we saw Lunchbox kind of, unfortunately, miss a 1v1 battle, and then that turned into them losing the game and then therefore the series. So yeah, it's just it was a little bit frustrating.
All right, now we are going into game number 3, up 2-0 lead here for Evil Geniuses, and we'll go ahead and start this one off with someone here from Evil Geniuses. That's Predevinator that we're looking at right now. As he immediately pushes out Carside. Looks like there may be a 1v1 battle happening. L-Town takes one shot though as he tries to sneak across Car. In the melee, in the outplay there onto Predevinator, he did not expect Sal to be, or L-Town there to be so high up in the air, but it does work out in their favor. That's something we see a lot of here from Luminosity, as we saw that ground pound from Ninja just a little bit ago.
Great camo grab by Roy. Obviously tried to stay alive there, but Trippy getting a huge cleanup kill under his base with the assault rifle. Great prioritization right there, knowing that he needed to drop down and secure that kill.
Right now, a lot of action happening peak side here. Predevinator pushes in. He's got at least a double kill, so we'll go back over here to the blue team, see what's going on as that flag has started to be moved here up into the attic. Lunchbox immediately charging out the top center. I kind of like this play here. They are trying to get that flag returned. 2 players over peak side of the base. Lunchbox not able to connect on those shots and does get taken out. That's going to be a big numbers advantage now over here to Luminosity.
Hey, Roy, what are those shots, Kyle? Oh, what's that laugh about, Kyle?
Maybe he might have hit them.
No,
I'm throwing some shade at Lunchbox.
I'm just messing around with the box. I know you got some good shots out there. But anyways, Ninja now trying to stop this flag, but he gets hit with a great plasma pistol burst. I'm not certain who actually fired that. Oh, it was Lunchbox, so great job by him. As now Roy's trying to help grab control of this pink side. It looks like Lunchbox does log a kill on Ninja. And Roy, great angles, killing the guy on the face of pink 2, as now he is very well aware of this enemy team spawning on car side.
All right, now Roy, instead of going car 2 to fight those people spawning in bubble, he pushes car 1, does pick up the kill, but almost gets destroyed there. And there was some help to go and finish that one off. Now we've got Trippy pushing in, gets some great shots there on Contra. She goes ahead and takes him out. Now their flag is away P1. They've not been able to get the return. The flag is not, or their flag, Evil Genius, is still at all. 3 members coming off spawn up in the base. Nobody's going to be able to get in there and do anything here. Predevinator ground pounds that one in, and already a 2-0 lead here within the first 2 minutes of the game for Evil Geniuses as Camo also gets ready to spawn.
Yep, and it looks like it is up. I'm not sure. Yep, it is up. So we'll see who grabs it. Trippy getting 2 kills right there. He might be in charge of it, but not just yet. We'll wait to see if someone eventually picks this damn thing up.
Yeah, looks like he takes the flag below the base, but they come off spawn below the base. Evil Geniuses, that flag's going to get shut down immediately. Alrighty, Roy with a double kill, pushing back over to control the map here, as nobody from Luminosity is going to be in position to slow him down here. Got that battle rifle, throwing those nades. He gets the hit markers, knows there's a player beside of the base. That's going to be Trippy, who does fall as well. Ninja answers back with the kill of himself, but this is really back and forth. Lunchbox did pull the flag, but we'll see how long that's going to be out for.
And it was actually, I was curious because Lunchbox had the energy sword and then therefore the flag, so he could have made an amazing run, but it looks like 2 dead right now for the LG roster. Devinator putting in some good shots. Roy cleaning up a kill also on Victory X, and now Lunchbox is just pushing in. He sees the sword, doesn't grab it right away, goes for the return. Huge return if he gets it, he does. Ninja, that was a little bit odd.
And wow, that flag already gets returned. And keep in mind, they almost had another flag cap. And yeah, Ghost, that's all she wrote here.
It like caught me by such surprise. That was an amazing return, and then I guess Roy just happened to run the flag. That was so quick. What a way to end it.
Yeah, I mean, the total kills in that game were only 52. It was 26 to 21 overall, or 47, excuse me. Overall in the kills there, and you got Contra 2 and 5, Lunchbox 9 and 5. nobody on Luminosity even broke 6 kills. That was such
no
a fast
in the
one.
Game
Just
broke
amazing
double
overall
digits.
play from
Can
Evil
we talk
Geniuses.
about that? I mean, the game went so quick. It was 3 minutes and 27 seconds. It didn't look like any one team really had control at any point. There was a couple moments, right, where we saw that dynamic control of EG. They would push into their flag, into the LG base, grab the flag, push it out pink side, and then kind of control the choke points on Carbine side. But there wasn't anything truly indicative of domination according to that EG roster. But LG, man, that was hard to watch. I mean, they got knocked out in such an odd fashion. It seemed like they just came out really cold in that series because, I mean, I saw a much better team early this morning.
Yeah, I mean, even when Luminosity looked like they had control and were playing well, it looked like somebody from Evil Geniuses was always just able to rotate to their base, pick up a kill, and grab that flag. And when that happens and you're in the enemy team's base and your flag is being run back to score, it puts so much pressure on you to either secure the kills, pull the flag and throw it out, keep it alive, decide to go ahead and run it, whatever the case may be. We saw Trippy, who grabbed an awesome double kill on Roy, peace side of the base, jump in the attic, grab the flag, take it below the base, as 2 members of Evil Geniuses came off of spawn. So it's just such a demoralizing way, and they weren't able to really move that flag too effectively, and some of those opportunities where they needed to get the flag out and hide it below the base or something, Evil Geniuses was already ready for it.
Yep, so props to that organization. Evil Geniuses will move on in the losers bracket, while Luminosity Gaming will be eliminated from the champ bracket.
All right, and this story, who do you think on Evil Geniuses is stepping up the most here?
I think I saw Contra and Devin really do some great things there. I think everyone really had a glimpse of greatness, but Contra was getting some really clutch pistol kills. Devinator prioritizing the right ones as well. And then Roy on that Coliseum game. We saw him hit some phenomenal pistol shots, something that I've been kind of keeping an eye out for all weekend. Hadn't seen that until then. So maybe Roy can carry that and the rest of his team onward into this bracket.
Yeah, and although that was a pretty one-sided match, of course, you're taking a look at the scores there. Game number 2 and even game number 1 was extremely close, but Evil Geniuses looking strong, and I'm excited to see what they have in